management. Okay. So previously we have discussed about management principles. We have discussed about planning. We have discussed about organizing. Today we are discussing about directing. Anybody can give brief about what we have discussed previously? Any about either organization or planning? Anybody can give few thoughts what we learned? Just a recall. Anybody? ఎవరైనా? మనము లాస్ట్ టైము మేనేజ్మెంట్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాము, ప్లానింగ్ అంటే ఏంటో చెప్పుకున్నాము, అందులో టైప్స్ గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాము, రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ ప్లానింగ్ గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాము, ప్లానింగ్ యొక్క నేచర్ చెప్పుకున్నాము, ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ చెప్పుకున్నాము, స్ట్రాటజిక్ ప్లానింగ్ అంటే ఏంటో చెప్పుకున్నాము, సేఫ్టీలో ప్లానింగ్ అనేది ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేసుకుంటామో చెప్పుకున్నాము. ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలరా వాట్ విల్ లెర్న్ in organizing? Come on, we have 16 participants. You are keeping silent means I am not teaching you people properly. నేను మీకు సరిగా చెప్పట్లేదు క్లాసెస్. Is it true? నేను చెప్పే క్లాసెస్ అర్థం అవుతున్నాయా మీకు? Are you able to follow me? Again silence. మేము అట్లీస్ట్ సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ అయితే ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి. నేను చెప్పే క్లాసులు మీకు అర్థం అవుతున్నాయా లేదా అని దానిపైన, దాన్ని బట్టి నేను ఎలా చెప్పాలో నేను నన్ను మార్చుకుంటాను. అదర్వైజ్ I'll go in my own flow. So end result will be 0. Am I audible? Okay, Malay Naidu, thank you so much for your response. Okay, fine, no problem. Until unless I am getting my money for the classes, I need not to bother if you are not responding. Ultimately, it is you people have to get benefit out of the classes. You have to interact. Otherwise, there is no use for attending the classes. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll start today's session. In case any problem from my side, please tell me openly. If you are not able to tell oral, you just send me in the chat. I'm very open in part of teaching or in part of explanation, in part of examples, what I'm giving, which is not sufficient. Please let me know. Okay, because you are not studying this course for free of cost. You are paying something, so you have a right to ask. Okay, use your rights. Thank you. Okay, directing, this is also one of the management function, as I mentioned. ఇది కూడా ఒక మేనేజ్మెంట్ యొక్క పని. డైరెక్టింగ్ అనేది చూద్దాం. జనరల్గా డైరెక్టింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఎవరికన్నా ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇవ్వటము, ఎవరికన్నా మంచి సలహాలు ఇవ్వటము, దాన్ని డైరెక్టింగ్ అంటారు. సో డైరెక్టింగ్ సింపుల్లీ, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ a movie director, what he will do? He will give proper instructions, suggestions, advices to the actors to act properly based on his requirement. He is directing them. A similar way in organizations also, definitely there will be the top management people. They are going to direct the staff members or the managers or the supervisors who are there in their organization. Okay, it is a small definition. Directing is the guidance. Directing is inspiration. Directing is leadership of those men and women that constitute the real core of responsibility of management. అంటే ఏంటంటే డైరెక్టింగ్ is the real core responsibility in part of guidance. It is also called as an inspiration, and also it is be acting as a leadership for the men and women. It is also a real core responsibility of management. ఇదంటే అనేది ఒక ప్రధానమైన బాధ్యత ఎవరైతే మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళ యొక్క బాధ్యత. If you see a role or benefits of direction, what will happen? It is going to be initiates action, ensures coordination, improves efficiency and effectiveness, facilitates change, and assists stability and growth. These are some of the benefits. It initiates action. Initiates action means initiation, in the sense you have to start. It will give a trigger point to start the activity or start the project or start the new innovations or start the bringing of new technology, and ensures coordination. Direction, what will happen if there is a proper direction, the direction who is giving, he will ensure that with the coordination between the people, improves efficiency and effectiveness. So what will happen? There is in a proper direction, what will happen? The efficiency will increase. Efficiency in the sense, the output. For example, there is a person who is running 5 kilometers in an hour with a proper direction by his trainer. He has increased his efficiency. He is running 5.1 kilometer in an hour because his efficiency has been increased because of the direction of his coach. Facilitates change. So what will happen in case of any change? It allows. It won't going to restrict because of it is directly dealt by the top management. It will allow the changes. Then assists stability and growth. Stability in the sense, so sometimes what will happen? The failure happen, team coordination fails, or the team competency is not good, or the employees who are working in the organization, they are not competent enough. So that there is a real need of direction. If you are giving proper direction, what will happen? It will assist for the stability and also growth. అంటే ఏంటి ఒకటి ఏదైనా యాక్షన్స్ ని పనిని స్టార్ట్ చేయడానికి ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. వివిధ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ల మధ్యలో ఒక మంచి కోఆర్డినేషన్ ని ఒక బంధాన్ని ఏర్పరచడానికి ఈ డైరెక్షన్ ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. తర్వాత పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అంటే పనిలో పర్ఫార్మెన్స్, ఎఫిషియన్సీ, ప్రొడక్షన్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ కానీ మనుషుల యొక్క పనిలో ఇది వాళ్ళ పని యొక్క ఉత్పత్తిని పెరగడానికి ఇది ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. ఫెసిలిటేట్ చేంజెస్. ఇన్ కేస్ ఏమైనా చేంజెస్ జరిగినాయి అనుకోండి, ఇట్ విల్ అలోస్. అంటే ఏంటి? ఏమైనా చేంజెస్ చేయాలి అంటే ఇది యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుంది. దెన్ అసిస్ట్ స్టెబిలిటీ అండ్ గ్రోత్. సో స్టేబుల్గా అంటారు. కంటిన్యూస్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్, కంటిన్యూవల్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్. కంటిన్యూస్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ అంటే ఏంటి? దే విల్ గో ఇన్ వన్ షాట్, దే విల్ స్ట్రైట్ అవే. ఇన్ కంటిన్యూవల్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ I will show you. If it is, this is called continuous. If it is in a continual improvement, it will grow there, it will sustain for some time, again grow some height, again it will sustain for some days, again grow, again it will go for some days, again it will go, again it will go for stability, because it is a continual improvement. It is not continuous. In continuous, there is a chances of fall is very high. You will drop to zero again. But in continual, if you fail here, you will come back here. You will not go to zero. This is the difference. Continuous means one shot. You are keep on growing. Continual means you are growing to some extent. Again, you are making stable yourself. Again, you are improving the performance of the organization. Again, you are growing again. Now we'll see what are the principles. అంటే వీటి యొక్క సూత్రాలు. They are harmony of objectives, unity of command, direct supervision, good communication, maximum contribution, appropriate techniques, strategic use of informal organization, comprehension, good leadership, and follow. These are the 10 principles of direction. Now we'll see one by one. Harmony of objectives. In the sense, a management should take care of personal goals of employees with the organizational goals. So what they have to do, they have to take care of personal goals of employees. Personal goal of employee in the sense, everybody will have different goals. Like one employee may have, you want to buy a new car. Another employee may have, you want to buy some good amount of gold. Or other employee may have, you want to build a new house. So these goals cannot be managed or satisfied by the management. Personal goals in the sense, it is within limit to the organization. For example, your performance is very good. You have met all your KPIs. You have met all your roles and responsibilities. You have done very good performance. But there will be an expectation based on the performance of your employees. So there, the company has to take care of their personal goals as well. So if I perform well, I'll get an A grade. For A grade, the company standard is 10%. If it is a B grade, 7%. If it is C grade, 5%. If it is a D grade, 8%. It is about those kind of personal goals. And ఏదైతే మీ పని ద్వారా మీరు కష్టపడి మీరు ఆస్వాదించే ఇంక్రిమెంట్స్ లేదంటే ఫలితాలు. Then unity of command, already we knows this. This is also one of the principle. So one subordinate should get orders or instructions from the one supervisor. And direct supervision, there should be a personal or direct supervision. Direct supervision in the sense, somebody should be there to monitor the activity or the work which is performed by the people. ఎవరో ఒకళ్ళు సూపర్వైజరు వాళ్ళని మానిటర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు లేదంటే సూపర్వైజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ డైరెక్ట్ సూపర్విజన్. Good communication, this is also one of the principle of direction, helps to improve understanding and speed of work. Good communication, because if you're giving proper information in time or on time, so what will happen? They will not do any mistake. There will not be any chance of making or doing errors. That's why good communication is very much ఇంపార్టెంట్. అంటే ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ప్రాపర్గా కమ్యూనికేషన్ టైంకి రైట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ప్రాపర్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తామో ఏదైతే వాళ్ళు చేసే పని గురించి, అక్కడ మనకి ఇట్ విల్ ఇంప్రూవ్ ది అండర్స్టాండింగ్ అండ్ స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ వర్క్. అంటే వాళ్ళు పనిని తొందరగా నేర్చుకుంటారు. దెన్ ఆల్సో ఇట్ విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ది ఎఫిషియన్సీ. Then maximum contribution. The manager should try to get the maximum possible contribution from the each subordinate. So maximum contribution in the sense, the people who are working in an organization, they should be able to deliver to their best. For example, we'll work for 8 hours in a day. So whatever the output the management is expecting, he should be able to deliver, or he has to work. Otherwise, 1 hour lunch break and they'll go for multiple tea breaks, then you should not able to get the output. So here the direction, one of the principle is the manager has tried to get the maximum output from the subordinates. In the sense, he has to monitor the people to take the maximum amount of work. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి 8 గంటల సరిపడా పనిని వాళ్ళు తీసుకోవాలి. Appropriate techniques, so the technique should be suitable to superior, subordinates, and also situation to get efficiency. So giving appropriate techniques or ideas to get the work done, and also it should be accepted by the people. So it does not mean that you are giving a meaningless solution. The subordinates knows that being they are practically working, ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు వర్క్అవుట్. ఏదైతే మనము సజెషన్స్ ఇస్తామో ఇట్ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు ప్రాక్టికల్లీ పాసిబుల్. లేదంటే ఏమవుతుంది, ఏదైతే సజెషన్ ఇవన్నీ అవ్వకపోతే కింద ఉన్న వాళ్ళ సబార్డినేట్స్కి వాళ్ళకి ఏం చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి తెలుసు. సో అందులో ఉండే క్రిటికాలిటీ కానీ కాంప్లెక్సిటీ కానీ వాళ్ళకి తెలుస్తుంది. కాబట్టి వీ షుడ్ గెట్ ద కాంకరెన్స్ విత్ ది పీపుల్. Strategic use of informal organization. Some informal groups should be contacted to decide the direction. Informal groups, in the sense, we have to get the suggestions from the other cross-functional teams so that we will understand the decision which we have made, whether it is correct or wrong. Okay, ఏదైతే మనం డెసిషన్ తీసుకున్నామో అదర్ గ్రూప్ మెంబర్స్ నుంచి కానీ అదర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ పీపుల్ దగ్గర నుంచి కానీ లేదంటే వేరే గ్రూప్స్ నుంచి కానీ వేరే డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ నుంచి కానీ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ అనేది తీసుకోవాలి. ओके, अभी इसमें तो इतना ही है. हार्मोनी ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, इसका मतलब कि द मैनेजमेंट हैज टू टेक केयर ऑफ द पर्सनल गोल्स ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज. जो भी उनको जो काम के हिसाब से उनको इंक्रीमेंट मिलना चाहिए. और यूनिट ऑफ कमांड इन द सेंस, एक ही सबऑर्डिनेट को एक ही सुपरवाइजर से इंस्ट्रक्शंस और डायरेक्शन मिलना चाहिए. डायरेक्ट सुपरविजन मतलब जो काम करते वक्त जो भी एक सुपरवाइजर उनको मॉनिटर करना चाहिए. और गुड कम्युनिकेशन, जो भी बताता है, जो इधर ट्रेनिंग होगा, इधर दूसरा इंस्ट्रक्शंस होगा, जो काम करने का तरीका होगा, वो सही टाइम पे देना चाहिए. और मैक्सिमम कंट्रीब्यूशन, जो भी लोग अपने के अंदर जो काम करता है उन लोगों से हम लोग जो जितना काम ले सकता है. इट इज नॉट अबाउट यू आर पुशिंग वेरी हार्ड. Based on the workload, we have to get the maximum output. Then जो भी टेक्निक्स, हम जो टेक्निक्स बता रहा है, नहीं तो जो भी लिफ्टिंग टेक्निक हो गया, जो मैनुअल मटेरियल हैंडलिंग का टेक्निक हो गया, जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस और सजेशंस, एडवाइजेस और टेक्निक्स जो है, दोज टेक्निक्स अपन लोगों के साथ भी डिस्कस करके उनका भी इनपुट्स लेना चाहिए. और फीडबैक, जो भी हम लोग डायरेक्शन दे रहा है और इंफॉर्मेशन यूज कर रहा है, उसको अलग लोगों के साथ हम लोग फीडबैक लेना चाहिए, सो दैट वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड वेदर दोज स्पेसिफिक डिसीजंस और डायरेक्शन वेदर इट इज सुटेबल और नॉट. यस युवराज. युवराज, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌటా? హ్యాండ్ రైజ్ చేశారు?
No, sir.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. Then comprehension, order should be clear, complete and understandable. Comprehension in the sense completeness. We can also say other way, completeness or clear. In the sense, whatever the orders we are giving, it is nothing but orders in the sense, again I'll come back to instructions or suggestions, advices, trainings, or the rules and regulations we have set up. All those should be clear and completely communicated and also understandable, so that they can able to follow effectively. Good leadership, manager should guide and also counsel the subordinates to win their confidence and also trust. Good leadership in the sense, we have to be with the workers. So as we see in all the leader characteristics, he should be honest, he should be knowledgeable, he should be able to manage the conflict situations, he should motivate others, he should work with the people. So we should be able to maintain good rapport with the workers. Follow, the managers should follow up their orders and also modify if necessary. Follow up in the sense, in case हम कुछ काम दिया हुआ है से उसका जो फॉलो अप लेना चाहिए, मतलब उनका स्टेटस क्या है, जो भी काम दिया है उसका स्टेटस के लिए हम लोग फॉलो अप लेना चाहिए. दैट इज अबाउट फॉलो अप. ठीक है, these are the 10 principles of direction. Now we'll see the techniques of direction. Generally, there are four techniques are available for directing. They are delegation of authority, supervision, orders, and instructions. These are the four ways of directing. Delegation in the sense, what is mean by delegation? Anybody? Delegation. Delegation ante enti. Whatever the language you are comfortable, you can tell. Even Hindi, Tamil, English.
బాధ్యతలు అప్పచెప్పడం, డెలిగేషన్ ఆఫ్
Oh,
అథారిటీ.
perfect. Thanks, Ahmad. Any other answers? Any other answers? How many of you are agreeing with Ahmad? Ahmad did chip an answer correct? If say yes, you can put in chat box. Yes. That is quite enough. Okay, I got some answers. No. Okay, why? There is why it is no. Suresh, you are in mute. Unmute and speak. Represent team. I didn't understand, Suresh. Can you please
డెలిగేషన్
unmute?
అథారిటీ అంటే రిప్రజెంటేషన్ టీమ్. అదే ఒక అధికారుల బృందం, లైక్ అధికారుల ఒక టీం.
No, it is not about team, Suresh. For example, as I given an example, a group of person chosen to represent team. No, it is not about like that. No, I'm sorry, I don't know how you people have understood. I have given a very good example also. Delegation in the sense, delegation authority. For example, you are working as a safety manager, right? So there are people to report you, and we are safety manager గా పనిచేస్తున్నారు. మీ కింద అసిస్టెంట్ మేనేజర్, ఇంజనీర్లు ఉన్నారు, సీనియర్ ఇంజనీర్లు ఉన్నారు, జూనియర్ ఇంజనీర్లు ఉన్నారు. మీ అథారిటీని, మీ సైనింగ్ అథారిటీని మీ కింద ఉన్న అసిస్టెంట్ మేనేజర్ మీరు డెలిగేట్ చేశారు. ఒక రోజుకి మీకు ఏదో అర్జెంట్ పని వెళ్ళిపోయారు, లేదంటే ఆ రోజు రాలేదు. యూ విల్ ఇన్ఫార్మ్ యువర్ సబార్డినేట్ స్టేటింగ్ దట్ సురేష్, టుడే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు అటెండ్ ద ఆఫీస్. యూ విల్ సైన్ ఆన్ ది పర్మిట్స్. ఎయిదర్ ఇట్ మే బి ఓరల్, అంటే ఓరల్ కావచ్చు, రిటర్న్ మెయిల్ కూడా పెట్టొచ్చు. అట్లా అంటే ఇది టీంకి సంబంధించింది కాదు, 1-to-1 అన్నమాట. ఓకే, యా. Okay, thank you. Still any confusion? Anybody? You can ask me. Don't confuse. It is 1-to-1 only. It is not about the group. A manager or
सर
can delegate his authority to his subordinate. हाँ.
सर वो थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे सर.
हाँ, इसमें कुछ नहीं है हरिराम. जो भी डेलीगेट मतलब जो भी अपने पास जो पावर है. अभी आप कौन सी डिजिग्नेशन पे काम कर रहे हैं?
अभी सर एक्सपर्ट में.
सेफ्टी एक्सपर्ट है क्या?
जी सर.
हाँ, आपके अंदर जो सेफ्टी ट्रेनिंग होता है ना, नहीं तो
हाँ,
आपको
जी,
जो
जी.
भी रिपोर्टिंग करता है, आप क्या किया है कि आप लंच ब्रेक के लिए जा रहा है, जो भी एक हार्ड वर्क चल रहा है उधर, आप लंच को जाने का है. आपको क्या करेगा, आप एक ट्रेनी को बुलाओगे, उनको भी बताओ कि सीताराम मैं लंच के लिए जा रहा हूँ, मैं आते वक्त आने तक आप ये हार्ड वर्क को फॉलो अप करना है. जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस आप बताओगे वो उधर खड़े होके वो देखते रहेगा, नहीं तो जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शन आप दिया हुआ है वो फॉलो करते रहेगा. ऐसा है. एक तो 1-to-1 है. ये कि खाली हम अपनी लेवल से जो नीचे लेवल्स होता है उसी को हम लोग डेलीगेट कर सकते हैं. आपको जो रिपोर्टिंग ऑफिसर है उसको आपका काम डेलीगेट नहीं कर सकते हैं.
अच्छा अच्छा.
जो भी आपका मैनेजर है उनको नहीं बोल सकता है आपका काम करने के लिए, मतलब बोल सकता है, बट दैट इज नॉट द राइट वे एक्चुअली.
ओके.
मेन द डेलीगेशन इज to encourage the subordinates, to motivate the subordinates. That is about delegation. Okay.
Oh, okay sir. Thank you sir.
Thank you. Any doubts? Others? Everybody is clear? If everyone is clear, say yes in chat box. If you have a question, ask me. Even 10 times, no problem. I will explain. Clear? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Thank you. Delegation, it is between only one-to-one from reporting officer to his subordinate. లేదంటే వర్కర్ నుంచి సూపర్వైజర్ కి, ఇంజనీర్ నుంచి సీనియర్ ఇంజనీర్ కి, అట్లా ఆ రిలేషన్ అనుకుంటా. లేదంటే మేనేజర్ టు అసిస్టెంట్ మేనేజర్ టు ఇంజనీర్, అసిస్టెంట్ మేనేజర్ టు junior engineer, like that. Okay, there are 4 techniques. One is delegation of authority, supervision, orders, and instructions. By delegation of authority, a superior entrusts his subordinate with certain rights or powers. He assigns a part of his work and authorizes him to do work. See, it is in a very good, clear and crystal clear example stating that he is giving some part of work. Your reporting officer is giving you some portion of work to perform. అంటే ఆయన చేసే పనిలోంచి కొంత భాగాన్ని మీకు ఇస్తున్నారు, నువ్వు చేయరా అబ్బాయి అని. సో దట్ ఈస్ డెలిగేషన్. Supervision means expert overseeing of subordinates at work to ensure compliance of plans and procedures at operating level. It is most useful and effective. Supervision means what? Somebody is monitoring. ఎవరన్నా వాళ్ళు ఒక్కళ్ళు మనల్ని సూపర్వైజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సూపర్వైజ్ చేయటం అంటే మానిటర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, మన దగ్గర ఉండి సజెషన్స్ ఇస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఓవర్సీయింగ్ ఆఫ్ సబార్డినేట్స్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్, ఏదైతే మనం యాక్టివిటీ చేస్తున్నామో, जो भी हम लोग काम कर रहा है उसको एक आदमी देखते रहता है, क्योंकि हम लोग कुछ गलत करेगा तो बताने के लिए, गलत ना होने के लिए. And the term order, instruction, or directive and command are used interchangeably in management. ఇవన్నీ ఏంటంటే interchangeably they use, అంటే అన్ని కూడాను almost it will give a same meaning. They mean to initiate, modify or stop an activity. It is the primary tool by which activities are started, altered, guided and terminated. Anybody can give example, instruction or order, your instructions. If anybody is working in safety department, I'll give a clue also. Work permit, instruction, what is the relation? Have you given any instructions regarding work permit?
అంటే వర్క్ పర్మిట్ అని ప్రాపర్ పీపీ ఉంటేనే సైన్ ఇవ్వండి, లేదంటే ఇవ్వద్దు అని పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఇవ్వాలి.
Correct. Very good, Suresh. Instruction in the sense, ఏదైనా ఒక వర్క్ పర్మిట్ చేసేటప్పుడు, నాట్ ఓన్లీ వర్క్ పర్మిట్, ఎనీ యాక్టివిటీ ఇఫ్ ద పీపుల్ ఆర్ పర్ఫార్మింగ్, there will be some set of safe practices. If the people are not following those safe practices, you'll give an instruction that you are going to cancel the permit, or you are going to stop the activity, or you are going to change the way of doing activity, or somebody is climbing the ladder with some tools on his hand he is not supposed to do. What do? You will alter the activity, or you will guide them how to climb a ladder, or you will guide them how to shift the material from elevated levels. That is about instructions, orders or guidance. Or sometimes what do, in case of any work which is happening, they are not at all following any safety measures, or like I can give a best example as a confined space. If the people are working inside the confined space without doing the gas test, directly they are entering into the confined space. That is a serious violation. What we do? Immediately we will terminate the permit or terminate the activity. Okay, that is about order or instruction. Then leadership. That is about the direction. Now we'll talk about the leadership. Leadership is an influencing people to follow in the achievement of common goals. Leader అంటే ఏమంటాము? లీడర్ అంటే మనతో పాటు, మనతో కలిసి పనిచేసి మన కోసం పనిచేసేవాళ్ళు. Those all are leader. They won't look for their own sake. They won't look for their own benefits. వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ యొక్క వ్యక్తిగత ప్రయోజనాల గురించి పనిచేయరు. వాళ్ళ కింద ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళ సబార్డినేట్స్ యొక్క బాగోగుల గురించి పనిచేస్తుంటారు. వాళ్ళని లీడర్ అంటారు. లీడర్షిప్ is influencing people to follow in the achievement of common goals. Common goals అంటే ఏంటి? It is not about his personal goal. ఆయన యొక్క పర్సనల్ గోల్ని అచీవ్ చేసుకోవడానికి కాదు, కంపెనీ యొక్క కామన్ గోల్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, this month we have to do 100 tons or 200 tons. So for the common goal, they work for that 200 tons of production. Now we'll see role and function of a leader. What is the role and function? If you see a role and function, he should be clear about common objectives, which is nothing but goals, and should communicate them clearly. As a leader, you should know the company's goals, objectives. Objective in the sense, something to be achieved, or the intention to be achieved. ఏదైతే మనం సాధించాలనుకుంటున్నామో దాన్ని ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ అంటాము. And he has to influence, guide, instruct, inspire, and supervise his subordinates to work efficiently and effectively. पहला जो होगा, जो भी कंपनी का ऑब्जेक्टिव है, गोल है, उनको पता होना है. Then he should communicate properly. जो इनको पता है, जो नीचे लोगों को सेम उनको ट्रांसफर करना है, उनको बताना है. Then he has to influence, guide, instruct, inspire, and supervise. So he has to influence in the sense, make the people aware, or he has to encourage the people, and he has to guide the people who doesn't know how to perform an activity, and he has to instruct the people to finish the activity. Everybody will not do work based on the timing. Somebody need some back support, or somebody needs some suggestions in between, and he should supervise, he should monitor the people, and then gets their cooperation in return. Subordinates to work efficiently and effectively. By doing all this, the people will work efficiently and effectively. Effectively in the sense, they won't skip for half an hour, 2 hours break. Effectively, they'll work for throughout the time which is allocated apart from the breaks. And next role is, he has to generate a desire to follow in followers to achieve the common goals. Desire in the sense, ओका कोरिका, ओका उत्साहम, जो भी है उनको क्या है ना, एक मेडिसिन जैसा होना चाहिए. मतलब हम लोग जैसे बोल रहे हैं कि उन लोगों को दिल के अंदर ये काम करना है करके उनको ये आना चाहिए, इंटरेस्ट आना चाहिए. And he works along with his followers, shows them how to work and get their cooperation in return. जो भी लीडर होता है अपन के साथ काम करता है, लोगों के साथ काम करता है. He should not go into sit